time races on, and events on Earth are speeding up, and having been given free will to decide how to live together, you are now experiencing the result of your choices. It is obvious that you cannot sustain the system that you have created, as it crumbles and proves to be inadequate for your needs. Indeed, you have so to say that you have been living on borrowed time, and it is already becoming obvious that you cannot prevent the breakdown of the human race. Age after age, you have tried to establish a thriving population, yet at the same time have failed to bring along the poorest nations with you. The problems are now so huge that it is too late to prevent the outcome, that is the disintegration of the old systems. In other words, you will be forced to change your ways if you wish to overcome the problems that you have created. It will be a painful process, but will result in a new way of living together, where the vibrations have been lifted to the point where negativity is practically non-existent. Then you will see the true way harmony and peace can be sustained, and people can live without fear. We can assure you that it is possible, and as the vibrations continue to speed up, you will not have too long to experience some positive changes. The Dark Ones are no longer allowed to dictate how your future works out, and their plan for total domination is now unworkable. We ask you to keep faith with those amongst you who are working towards the beneficial changes, knowing that it is difficult to introduce them whilst chaotic conditions remain unchecked. For a very long time, new innovations that would make your lives easier have been prevented from going ahead, but they cannot be held back for much longer. Once it is time to release new ideas, progress will be made very quickly, and when it is safe for us to openly come amongst you, we will be able to do more for you or with you. There is much waiting to be released that will lift you up very quickly, and you will realize that the new age is well underway. You will take a quantum leap forward in technology that will remove many of the problems that currently hold you back. But for the actions of the Dark Ones, you would have already been enjoying a higher standard of living, but that will all change in the near future. As you have noticed, the changes are continuing to proceed and bring into being all that is required to move you into the new age. Mother Earth is playing a big part in them, and already the signs are there that indicate what is taking place. The results will be quite dramatic and very much to your liking when you realize that they are beneficial for you. Perhaps the most acceptable changes will be the cleansing of the lands and seas, which have been badly polluted through man's lack of caring for the planet and other life forms. Regrettably, there will be casualties amongst the animal kingdom, but you will realize that they too are subject to the higher vibrations. Your biblical stories tell you of the lion laying down with the lamb, and perhaps you can now understand how it can come about. Your destiny has always been part of the greater plan and cannot be changed, but you have had free will to approach it in your own way. Much will have been learned from your experiences, and the human race will be all the greater for it. Remember that you already stepped forward to go through the different ages to grow through your experiences, and when you look back, you will be pleased that you did. You knew that regardless of what happened, you would never be deserted or left to find your own way home. Now you have your feet on that pathway, and from here on there is only one way, and that is forwards. It has been a tough trial, throwing up many challenges that you have overcome. It means that you will not have to spend the same time again in the lower vibrations. Because of the importance of these times to the human race, you are the focus of much attention, and many old friends await your return to the higher vibrations. These levels are your more natural home, and part of your evolution will continue until you return to the source, and be one with all that is. So enjoy your experiences as they are chosen to suit your needs, as you continually evolve towards a state of perfection. For those who might be new to these ideas, we would tell you that you are immortal, so in one sense it does not matter what you choose to experience. As you move through each dimension, your energies become refined and grow until you encompass a large area of space, and ultimately totally become a being of light. You may have read that you are gods in the making, and this is why your path is taking you back to the source of all that is. You are presently only a representative part of your true being, but now growing all of the time as you bring yourself more into the vibrations of light. Your journeys are presently placing you amongst souls of all different levels of evolution, which is why you face so many challenges. You tend to drift towards those of a similar vibration, but for the purposes of your evolution may be placed where your needs may be best served. Often you spend a number of lives within the same group of souls, when you can help each to experience and evolve. You will almost certainly take up different roles each time, and the overall advantage is that you progress with souls that you are connected to. This explains why some groups get on so well with each other, whilst others face difficulties. It comes down to which type of experiences will serve your needs best. If you find yourself in a difficult relationship with your family, bear in mind that you have been placed there to learn certain lessons from each other. Your circumstances have always come about so that you can progress spiritually, and it is in the more difficult relationships that you learn the most and do so more quickly. So if you feel that you are having a rough time on earth, never lose sight of the fact that nothing in your life happens without good reason. Indeed, if you are growing in awareness, you may already sense that your experiences are a learning period. Be assured that once lessons have been learned, you may not ever need to go through them again. So face the obstacles in life with a determination to overcome them in the right way that respects another soul's needs as well as your own. When your life is completed and you review it, which is what all souls do immediately after they transition, you will know how well you have done. There are no incriminations if you have failed any tests, as there will always be further opportunities placed before you. Since in reality time does not exist as you know it, you have all the time you need to make progress on your spiritual journey. As you go through life, you will almost certainly get an intuitive feel of what it is about, and know what is needed from you. You do after all have many friends on and off Earth, who give help to each other and travel the journey with you.